It's time for Sunrise with Jesus. Be sure to follow this podcast on iTunes, Google Play Music, Facebook, and YouTube. And now, be blessed by today's ride. Good morning and welcome to Sunrise with Jesus. We're so excited for another week, another lovely week to spend with the Lord, and another 5 days of Sunrise with Jesus. So we're so excited to be here, and with me today is my special guest, Kimani Williams. How are you doing, Kimani?
I'm good.
That's great. Kimani is actually a pastor, and he has come to bless us with his presence and to come to explain his sunrise that he wrote today. Again, if you want to look closer at the sunrise, we'll discuss it briefly here. But if you want to read the sunrise in its entirety, go to www.sunrisewithjesus.com and you look for Why Quit Now. And that's the name of today's sunrise, Why Quit Now. So I'm dying to hear, what motivated this sunrise?
Well, with this sunrise, it was just me ministering to a saint of mine. Okay. Actually, I would say a friend of mine.
Okay.
And this friend was going through a similar situation that I was in. And so I thought that I was the best person, to minister to this person. So after finished ministering to my friend, I spoke about the purity of heart that he has to have, to the person, what stance I took in holiness, and how that was the thing that brought me through this situation. So, I went to bed with it on my mind, and I was just thinking upon the situation or upon the talk that we did. And, while sleeping in the morning, the Lord just told me, wake up now. I'm like, God, I want to, I still want to sleep. And the Lord said to me, wake up, why quit now? And immediately, I jump out of bed and I start to write. I start writing, and the Lord was just telling me of how much He sees our heart as an encouragement.
Oh, wow.
And He was telling me to use this to encourage the person, that we have come so far, inside of God. We have given up so much things, but the situations, we might think that it has taken a toll on me and I don't have enough strength to go on. But in looking at the different track records and looking at, where you've come, where you've been and you're going to, you just say to yourself, why quit now?
Exactly, yeah.
And God gave me that as an encouragement to give this person.
I want you to encourage someone out there who is at that same place that your friend was, who feels like, it doesn't make any sense to continue. I want you to encourage somebody out there that's feeling the same way.
All right. Well, just to say that, there are times in our life we analyze the situation from our perspective and not really see the heart and mind of God through it. There are different times we feel as though that we're the one carrying this burden and it's just me. But the truth is that God is always there with you. He's there in the hard time, He's there in the good times, He's there when it's rough, He's there in the midst of it all. And I know right now you probably think that, it has come to a point in my life where I don't have enough strength to go on. But God said when you are made weak, He's made strong in you. And we just have to believe and trust God, to be that complete guide for our life. And, it's God, inside of this, God is encouraging us, and He might be encouraging you to say, you've come so far in your Christian journey. You have given up so much things for Him. You have made so much sacrifice. When you look on it now, does it really make sense to quit? No, because at the end of the road, God has something in store for all of us, and He has something in store for you. So, don't look at your situation from the position of, it's all about me and I'm going through this. But in the midst of it all, God is helping you. He's there. He's there to carry you through, and all you have to do is trust Him, and don't give up, don't quit, don't give in. Put your trust and your belief in God, and He will help you.
Wow, that was so encouraging. And I really hope you are blessed by that testimony and his encouragement. And on that note, we're going to go to an interview that we actually did with Charmaine Mullings. And she's going to just tell us how she too overcame this same hurdle of wanting to give up, wanting to throw in the towel, and what she did and her resolve as it came to just deciding to go on with God. So hope you enjoy. Watch this video and we'll be right back.
I'm Charmaine Mullings, and I grew up pretty much in a single parent home. My mom, a Christian home with my mom. My dad left when I was about 2 years old. I have an older brother. And I grew up going through life feeling that I will always be rejected because of this. As a child, I couldn't understand why he left, why he didn't see the need to stick around like every other father seemingly was at the time. But that fear of rejection led me to a secluded place where I was always depressed and always sad. And everything that happened in my life, I pretty much would blame the fact that my father left. Whether it be whether or not I was bitter, or whether people didn't accept me, I always equated that to the fact that I was a fatherless child, right? So growing up through high school, through university, it was the same thing. But there was a time in my life when I just knew that there was more to life than this. Always being depressed, being sad for everything, having a low self-esteem, always thinking that I was never good enough because nobody really loves me. You know, my mom loves me because she has to, you know, she's here and that she's doing what she's supposed to do, but never feeling a sense of love, a deep love, that one that would go out of their way, one that would sacrifice, one that would stick around. And I went searching for that love. While searching for that love, yes, I had friends, I had, you know, people in my life, older father figures, but that was never satisfied. So even though I was searching, and even though there were people that were trying to express the love, I still wasn't satisfied because I knew there was more. There was more. And during high school, I remember just thinking one day that, you know, Lord, there must be more to you than this. I know there's a God because I grew up in church. I've been taught about God all my life. But there must be more to this relationship, to this God that I don't know. And I want to experience that. So that is what drove me to start seeking God for myself. Not just going based on the fact that my mom is a praying person or a Christian, or I was surrounded by Christians, but just that having that relationship with God for myself. And that is one of the things that started to turn my life around. When I started to seek God for myself, when I started to realize that the joy, the peace, the love I was looking for can only be found in God, can only be found in a relationship with Him, in fellowship with Him. And over the years, I've come to a place where I've appreciated the love of God. I've appreciated the love of God, not just for turning my heart around from seeing that, you know, He loves me. And yes, your father may have left, and yes, this may have happened, but God's love was still there because it was still keeping me, was still protecting me from danger, from crazy situations I could have been in, just trying to find that same love. God's love was there shielding me every step of the way. He was there keeping me. And when I look back on my life now, I say, wow, God has brought me a far away. There's so many places I could have been. There's so many stories that I've heard of friends of mine who found themselves on drugs, found themselves in strange places with men and older men and things. And I saw how much God preserved me. Just that desire I had for Him, He preserved me. He preserved that desire for me, where I'm over 40 years old and I'm happy now. I'm happy now because I found that joy and that peace and that love because of a relationship with God. God proved Himself to me that He's able to keep me. He was able to sustain me, and He has been doing that. He was with me every step of the way. That day my father left, He was there. That day at school when I felt alone, He was there. That day in college when I didn't know how this was going to be paid for, how that was going to happen. That day when my mother was trying to struggle to make ends meet, and I saw that God said He was there. He was there, and He was providing every step of the way. And His love was something that kept me. It kept me in the house of the Lord. It kept me in a place where I was always going after God. And that same love is why I'm here today. That same love is why I have a smile. That same love is why I can love and receive love. Because of that, I don't have to I don't have to walk around with a low self-esteem. I don't have to walk around feeling rejected. I don't have to walk around feeling hopeless. You know, so many people are maybe watching and thinking, wow, look at where she is. Guess what? There's hope for you. You know, you can find that same peace and that joy inside of Christ, because I found it. I found it because I sought after it. And if you seek after God, you will find him. His love is real. His love is something that cannot be replaced by love from anybody else. No friendship, no relationship can replace the love of Christ. And that love is something that will get you to sleep at night and wake you up in the morning with a smile. So I'm here today. I made a decision in my heart that I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to turn around. I'm not going to walk away. This decision I've made is a lifetime decision, that I'm going to serve God until he takes me home. I'm going to give him everything, because he has given me so much. He has proven himself to me so much, not just at my job, not just at home, not just in my friendships and relationships, but just in my heart, just that still small voice that just comforts me, that small voice that tells me you'll be fine, that small voice that tells me I'm with you, I'll never forsake you, I love you. Just hearing that voice, it's amazing. And that is what has kept me, and that's what has encouraged me. And I'm encouraging you to reach for that love, reach for that peace, reach for that joy, because it's fulfilling and it will change your life. It will give you hope, and it will cause you to know you can live. You can live and you'll be fine.
Wow, that was awesome.
Yeah.
You'd never know how God works in somebody's life, and you'd never know how God uses their situations to bring them through and bring them stronger in God. You know, that was awesome. So that's all the time we have for today. I want to encourage you all to come back tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to be here with Kimani again, writing another sunrise. He's been on a roll, guys. And I just want to encourage you to just keep watching, keep being a part of this Sunrise family. Comment, subscribe, like the videos, share them with your friends and your family. Anybody who you know needs encouragement today. And today's Sunrise is actually brought to you by Sons Training. It's a Monday night discipleship session. On Facebook Live, it's under the Mayra Banks Facebook page. So go to facebook.com/IamMayraBanks, and she has a live session tonight at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I want to leave you with an activity today. So if you are blessed by today's Sunrise, if it encouraged you, I want you to pay it forward. I want you to encourage someone else today. Look around you and take your eyes off yourself, take your eyes off your own situations, and look inside of people's lives and see if anybody needs encouragement today. And when you do, I want you to comment under this video and share how this encouragement even encouraged you, and tell us the responses and tell us how it felt to bring light in the midst of somebody's life today. All right, so on behalf of Sunrise with Jesus, I'm Daniel, and
I'm Kimani Williams.
And we just want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.
If you enjoyed today's Sunrise, continue to rise with us by following our social media: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube at Sunrise with Jesus. And lastly, visit our website, www.sunrisewithjesus.com. Sunrise with Jesus, as faithful as the sun.